And I know he's been having a hard time. He knows I'm having a hard time. But we're both just kind of like just trying to deal with it, and that's it. You know, we haven't really like talked about it probably till now. That's an awkward hi. Hello. We wanted to do this video to kind of catch up, I guess, on what's been going on for the last year, why we all of a sudden basically disappeared, and also, I don't know, I guess a debrief or a summary for us.
For what we did.
For us. Everything really happened so quickly. Literally a week after Sebastian turned 1, we were packing our entire lives and we moved into this little apartment in Little Havana, Miami. And we've been here for a year.
Yeah.
Well, basically a year. And it's just been a year of so many
Hardships?
challenges. I feel like we were constantly adjusting, and I don't know about you, but I kept telling myself, like, once we get like adjusted to this, then we're gonna pick up the camera and then do that, and then like something else happened, and then it was like we were dealing with the next and the next and the next thing, and then all of a sudden it's been a year. So Sebastian had to have a cleft palate repair surgery at the beginning of last year. And originally they thought that only his soft palate was affected, but when they were doing surgery, they found out that his hard palate was also affected. But it wasn't so severe that they didn't think that he would need bone grafts or anything else other past his surgery. I don't know, the recovery was just really hard. It was hard on him, it was hard like on us emotionally. He ended up getting over 40 stitches in different layers, starting from like his palate, the inner part of his nose. Wait, it was like the palate,
the tissue,
and like the inner part of the nose. So
yeah.
Basically, like reattaching everything that was there. So it was just really hard. And
Hi there.
Okay, go on. And here he is now.
I just changed him.
Here you go.
Come on.
I feel like I just tried to bottle up everything and just kind of like focus on what was immediately like ahead of me and needed to be done, and the vlog just kind of like fell on the back burner, and that's where it basically stayed for a year. Now that I think back about it, like I'm like, holy crap, it was just such a hard time. Like, I wasn't working, we were really tight financially, and then Gustavo was laid off basically like 2 weeks into recovery. And that's kind of like the reason why I took the job like so quickly, and we acted so quickly to just move here, because like we were in such like a pinch. We got here to Miami and we both literally kind of switched roles, and I went full force back into workforce and back into work mode, and Gustavo went
from work mode
to daddy mode.
To daddy mode. It was definitely a big transition. I've always been somebody that like really focuses on work, but then the company that I was working off, everybody got laid off, the whole company shut down. That was my first time ever getting laid off, first of all, so that was a big shock. And then Paola taking the job, brand new city, we don't know anybody here, and there was just Sebastian and I at home. Like I remember that first month was really a little bit hard, because he was really the only person that I ever spoke to. You know, I talk to my friends online every now and then, like, but because of their schedules and my schedule, we weren't like really syncing up, so we couldn't even play games together. So really, Sebastian was like my whole, well, I mean, he's my whole life to begin with, but he was like my only friend for like a really long time. Like we talked about everything. Don't cry, like. Don't cry. Oh, why are you crying? Oh, baby. Why are you crying?
I just feel so guilty.
Don't feel guilty. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Don't feel guilty.
I just feel so guilty. And then I create this mess.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess that's why we're talking about this now.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why we wanted to talk and kind of share it. I really learned a lot, especially because I don't have any like little brothers or cousins or anything like that. I have a sister, but she's like 30 years older than me.
Don't age your sister. It's just hard hearing Gustavo talk about that stuff because I feel like we've just been trying. Like we know it's hard, and I know he's been having a hard time. And he knows I'm having a hard time, but we're both just kind of like just trying to deal with it, and that's it. You know, we haven't really like talked about it probably till now.
We just didn't feel comfortable putting him in daycare because he can't speak. So, being in such a big city as in Miami, and not knowing the area very well, like I just didn't feel comfortable putting him.
Well,
in
like every
daycare.
time we were like, okay, you know, let's just put him in daycare. We would hear like a new article or a new like news report would come out about like some sort of abuse that happened inside a daycare that would just make us uncomfortable. And when we moved to Miami, our original plan was that Gustavo was gonna go back to work, but we kept saying, you know, like, oh, like Sebastian is probably gonna start being somewhat vocal within like a month or two. So we just thought he was gonna start talking, and then it just kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed, and then, you know,
We found out
we
later
found out
on.
why.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
found out that the ear tubes they installed during his first surgery weren't working, and we didn't find that out until November, and that's why he, for lack of a better word, he really couldn't hear us for a year and a half of his life, and that's why his speech was so delayed. The problem that we also experience with Miami is because it's such a big city, it takes months for absolutely anything to go through when it comes to medical care. So for example, just making an appointment, we're talking like months in advance.
Yeah.
And for the
And
speech
he-
therapy,
and
we
he
had to get his doctor's approval.
And he
and
had
all
to
this.
do like an evaluation that they wanted to do on him, and they just
That's
to
a
schedule
program
out that
for-
evaluation. It literally took us a full year, which was just so frustrating. And then when they finally did the evaluation, they recommended him not only to have speech therapy, but to have basically 3 different types of therapies, which means that he is now doing
Speech therapy?
7 sessions per week
Yeah, that's a lot.
of therapy, which is a lot. And between all of that and my super busy work schedule, like Gustavo really basically couldn't go back to work. We really like thought that like after his surgery that was it, and like he basically would be going to the pediatrician like every once in a while, and then that would be it. But I mean, like that's not the reality, and we just faced so many different challenges with him staying at home, with me just working all the time, and we just not been in a healthy place. We had multiple conversations with our friends and family, and they made us realize that like we're really forcing it here, and maybe it's, you know, for the well-being of us and our little family to just be close to our support system. We're moving back to Tampa. It's been a really hard decision, but I'm just so glad we made it. We were going back and forth for so long.
We did. I mean,
I feel like I can't say we didn't try.
No, we totally
We
did.
tried.
I mean,
We tried so hard.
we were looking at daycares. I had like a job secure, like lined up.
Yeah.
Um,
And every time I think about it and I go through like what we were doing, it just makes sense. Like this makes sense and it feels right. But it's like it's a huge like another huge leap of faith we're taking, because neither one of us have jobs lined up in Tampa. We don't have a place to stay. Well, we're gonna be staying with family, but it's like the first time that we're gonna be staying with family, I guess. It's the first time that we're not gonna be on our own, which we're used to being on our own. It's so many changes, but I mean, like, it's the perfect time to start vlogging and capturing this
yeah, because
struggle, these changes.
that's why we definitely wanted to start vlogging. We wanted to kind of finish off here this Miami chapter and this new chapter that's gonna be a brand new adventure for us. I mean, cause it wasn't all bad. I mean, we had some good time.
Yeah, had some good times. No, we had some good times.
No, yeah, we did.
But
It it was.
I mean, you can tell even me breaking down in like a video, like that's where we're at right now, you know, and that's what we're trying to fix. Like we're making steps towards being happier. No job, no money, and no changes. Yay! Okay, so
It's fun. It'll be.
anyway, so thank you for watching this video and hearing us catch up and whatnot. Hopefully you'll follow us along this crazy new chapter of our lives. So give this video a thumbs up and
Subscribe.
subscribe and see you next time.